So after South, we come to the next one, that is S system. Now, as we have studied about ESC, we know about ESC, it's a negative direction, which deals about anxiety, overthinking, churning. Similarly, SSW is also a negative one.
Mm.
Dealing apart from that positive one, we have negative one also, that is SSW, which talks about disposal and expenditure. So this direction is responsible for the extravagant expenses you have and the disposal activity. This zone is responsible for disposing of something, finishing off something. So if you have something important, if you feel you are important, don't use this direction for anything, any activity which is important for you. And now what you can use, how you can use this direction, this place in your home, you can have toilets over there. Toilets, the main role of toilet is to dispose of the negativity which is not in use. So toilets you can have. SSW basically plays a role to finish off, which
Mm.
is not. It feels like that this is not, important for the specific person, so I should finish off. So SSW plays a role to dispose of, to finish off, and increase your expenses, which are extravagant, which is not that much needed, but still you have. So this zone is responsible if you have extra expenses, and this zone is responsible for the finishing part. That's it. So please be careful with this direction. While using this direction, do not use this direction for sleeping purpose, to have bedrooms over there, to have kitchen over there, to have important stuff over there, just like your
Mm.
important filings in the office, having sitting area over there. So do not use this direction specifically.
That is very good too. So then we don't lose our valuable things, like even for medicine as well, right? If we put medicines
Yes,
there, won't work for us.
yes.
Okay,
Okay.
excellent.
Now, coming to the next one, that is south. Now, see, southwest is a crux, is in that direction which, if we combines all the 16 directions, so southwest is having a power of 70% of all these directions.
Mm.
Because southwest is a zone which is responsible, it's basically a home for all your ancestors you have. All the ancestors, which is not there today with us, but they are still being part of our family. So basically, this direction is a home for all of those people,
Mm.
for all of those souls, good souls, which being part of our family in past. So Southwest is a zone which is responsible for the relationships basically and skills and a home for our ancestors, right? So Southwest is extremely important, as I mentioned of Southeast also. Why Southwest is that much important? Because it directly connects with relationships, the relationships which you have with your family, the bonding which you have with your family, with your parents, with your siblings, with the spouse, with all the family members are in between them. So Southwest is responsible for the happy marriage also, for the late marriages also, for the early marriages also even, right? For the happy, good bondings we have with the family members, and deals with the skills, how good we are in our hobbies, in our skills, in the profession we are in. So this zone is responsible for all of these. And not just this much, this zone is responsible for all the women health problems or the progeny we have. Like some women face problems of abortion, right? Not having, baby, not having growth in the family. This zone is that much important. If you balance this zone, so many problems can be rectified into that. Okay. So Southwest is responsible for the women health problems. It's responsible for the growth of the family and relationships and skills.
Wow,
So this zone is this much important.
excellent.
Okay. Now after Southwest, we have West Southwest. West Southwest is responsible for the savings. Like you earn, you save, you spend, right? Similarly, how much you saved after earning and after spending. So how much finally you save, this zone tells you. If this zone is balanced, you'll be able to save properly. You'll be spending mindfully. You know? So this zone is responsible for the savings and education, knowledge you have. Many parents, complain their children won't study. They don't
Mm.
focus. Okay, so this problem can be rectified with this direction. They can have study table over there, right? so that their children can focus. They should study in this direction. They can use this direction for study purpose, for meditation purpose also, so that they can have more focus, more intellect, more good intellect, more good vision, and have good knowledge what they are studying, in which standard they are in. So completely, we can understand this direction as having savings, education, and all.
Wow. So any problem could be solved with Vastu.
Yeah, with the God grace, with the science which we get from our ancient, in the beliefs, mythologies.
Wow.
Now, after west, southwest, we have west. Now, west direction is a complete result of what we are doing. So basically, the west direction is responsible for the profits, for the gains, for which we are working for. Okay. Sometimes we feel, okay, we are giving our 100%. We are working so hard for our goal, and still we are not getting that much return, right? Now this happens due to waste. Sometimes something is disturbed in waste. That's why you're not getting proper complete results of your efforts. So we need to check out waste direction for the same. Because this is the direction which gives us the last outcome, final outcome, how much we have put in, So this zone is responsible for the gains, final result you will be getting from your hard work. This is best direction.
Wow. And I think everybody is waiting for the gainings, right?
Yeah.
Every effort should have proportionally the return. So this is a very important direction.
Extremely important for everybody.
Mm.
Everybody, right? Now, coming to other next direction after West, we have W and W. Now, as we studied about ESC, SSW, this is the third direction, which again talks about negativity. Now, what kind of negativity we have in this direction? That is, feeling low mood, feeling depressed, not feeling energetic, enthusiastic, right? This way. So basically, W in W is responsible for the low moods and depression, feeling of low moods, feeling of depression, feeling of depressed, having suicidal thoughts in mind, feeling like you are just non-worthy, not valuable to the society, for yourself even, not having self-love for yourself. So this the zone is responsible for all of that feelings we have in them. Now, where this thoughts come from, and
Mm.
how these thoughts get connected with this direction. They can come because the person, that specific person who's feeling such thing, they are using this direction more of
Mm.
as a bedroom, as their study room, as their office room, spending too much time in this direction, or having meditation room over there, having temples in their home or in their office place over there. If they have such things, they will definitely feel low mood. They don't feel doing something fruitful. They just be feeling like lie down on the bed and doing nothing and feeling guilty about it afterwards. All that feeling comes from this area, W and W. It makes you lethargic basically. And it just completely diminishes the zeal of living life fully, completely. So this zone is responsible. In today's time, this problem of depression, feeling low mood, having suicidal thoughts, this is very common. This is extremely common. But
Yes.
I tell you a surprising way that this problem can be resolved with this whole sign, with this
Wow.
whole direction even.
Wow. Yeah, because it's slowly accumulating in our body, energy, mind, all these places around the house. If we spend some time there, we are accumulating things from that energy, as you
Yes.
mentioned, right? So it's very important to know where to be in a very balanced way around the house, inside the house,
Absolutely.
or even I have heard so many times that people have a job and they are still depressed, or they don't feel good where they work.
Mhm.
Probably they are sitting there in this direction.
Maybe. Maybe.
Yes.
Okay. See, you know what? The role of this direction is to suck up the energy. Maybe
Mm.
it's positive, maybe it's negative. So it's good to sit in this direction, to spend some time in this direction just for a few minutes. Just like for maybe say 10 or 15 minutes, that's it per day. But if you spend too much time over there, it will also suck up that positivity within yourself.
Mm.
So basically, the role of this direction is to suck up the energy. That's it.
Okay.
Now, how we use it, it just depends on us, unknowingly or
Yes.
knowingly, right?
Yes. what you are mentioning is very important, because then why these energies are there is because this creation it has light and dark. I mean, we are part of that as well, right? We cannot avoid basically all this.
Yes,
So the point is how we use these energies.
absolutely. You know what?
Excellent.
The five elements is unfolding these all
Mhm.
directions.
Mm.
If we understand five elements and understand the folding and unfolding of the 16 directions within that five elements, no, we understand the whole thing of us. It's that simple. It's, people think that, okay, we have to do this or that or apply these things in the house. It's not like that. Just understand the basic theory of
Yes.
nature. That's it. So now coming back to the topic of the directions, that is the next direction we have northwest. Northwest is a zone which is responsible for support, for banking and support, basically finance, the flow of money, fund flow, fund arrangements. It talks about fund arrangement, fund flow, and support system. Now, fund arrangement and fund flow we understand, but what is support system? Support system is if you want support from someone, you're getting that on time. That's perfectly okay. Right? If you're not getting support, something is disturbed due to that direction. And what is support for you? The employees which are working for you, the staff which is working for you, the servants which are working for you, and the employees and everything which is working for you, making your work easier, isn't supporting for you, right? So when this thing gets disturbed, you must have listened to somebody, okay, yeah, like just like your employees are not loyal to them, they're irregular in the work, okay. Why this happens? Because of
Mm.
something is disturbing, not that's why energy makes them feel like run away, be disloyal to the owner, like that. So if you feel like people are in support to you, they make your life better, supportive, easy, that means your support system, support direction is extremely well, wonderful. And not just the outside people, your family also. If you feel like your family is extremely supportive, they
Mm.
support you in every way, in every sense, that means now this is perfectly okay going there.
Excellent.
Okay, so this is how we understand this direction of support in banking, fund flow. If you feel like you need funds, and if you're getting that support of fund arrangement through bank or something, that means again this direction is balanced.
Excellent.
Okay, now we have the last direction among this whole scenario of directions, 16 directions, that is N and M. North Northwest is the direction. Last is NNW direction. North Northwest talks about attraction, sex and attraction. Basically, when we talk about this term attraction and sex, so it connects with feminine and masculine energies. Directly it is because it talks about the attraction process. But not just this much. This direction is responsible for the things, for the activities which you have in your workplace also.
Mm.
How suppose let's take an example to understand this. If someone owns a shop or a store, they're selling something in that. So they can attract people, they can attract customers, towards their product, towards their services by using this direction. How they can use it? They can put the samples of their product over there in this direction, right? They can have products, the expensive products in this direction. So this way we can use this direction so that people get attracted toward their product and services. And in the home, they can use the married couples. See, we want attraction. We want the intimacy in just initial point. So we can use this direction. We can have their bedrooms in this direction to
Mm.
have that good bonding between the newly married couple. So, and this zone also responsible for the late marriages. You must have noticed like people complains that they have good partners, they have partners of their status, they understand them, but still at the end they end up, not understanding them, not feeling like okay, we don't have any attraction.
Mm.
They just falls apart. So this problem also connects with this direction. They can have bedroom over there. They can spend much time over there. But this direction is not good for the ones who are in a state of, getting knowledge, just like they are in school, they
Mm.
are in college. This
Mhm.
direction is not good for them because this, takes them to the attraction pathway, which is not
Mm.
good for them for now. Okay. Every activity has its own time to
Yes.
start with. So basically, this is the role of this direction, the last direction, that is attraction, sex and attraction, and end up. So this is how the whole circle of 16 directions completes. And in this direction, 16 directions, we fold and unfold the 5 elements. And we combine the unfolding and folding of directions, 5 elements, and 16 directions, and makes a balance between the activities going on specific direction and the balance between the 5 elements which is present in a premises. And when they get balanced, so the challenges which we are facing, they can be rectified. You can come out from that challenge, from the problem which you are facing, just by applying some basic rules, principles, and understanding these directions which we have in front of us.
Amazing. So Vastu works like a special tool that can tune this instrument, right? It's like a tuning instruments. So amazing. Well, thank you so much for this information. I think people will be very, very happy to know that we may have a solution. If we are facing some issues, then there are ways to overcome this. And thanks to the rishis that gave all this knowledge,